Good evening to all of you. So we are back again with the next session of goal setting, and today we will be starting with the next module where we'll be discussing about goal setting, the process of goal setting in keys of goal setting. Is a goal and what is goal setting? What is a goal and what is goal setting? Goal setting basically is something which involves the development of an action plan designed in order to motivate you, to guide you towards your goal, a single goal or maybe a group of goals. That is known as goal setting. So goal setting basically is a process. Same as if we talk about decision making, and decision making is a process to achieve, to come to a final thing, a final decision which we are going to apply, which we are going to share. Same way, goal setting is a process by which, by setting that process, we are going to achieve our goals. We are going to step closer to the goals which we have set in our lives. That can be long term, short term, that can be group of goals, or it can be just one goal also. So that is known as goal setting, setting the goals. Now here, let's discuss about what is goal setting. Goal setting is the process of identifying something that you want to accomplish and establish measurable goals and time frame. So goal setting basically is the process of identifying something, to identify what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, and establishing measurable goals and time frame. You know, when we are setting the when we are doing goal setting, make sure your goals are achievable, measurable, and that has a time frame to achieve that. Goal setting is a purposeful and explicit process that starts with identifying a new object, skill, or project that you want to achieve. Before setting goals, you need to identify that project, the objective, or the project, what you want to achieve in life, what you want to work for. Then only you can set the goal. If you don't know what you want to achieve, for in which direction you are working, you cannot set any goal. You cannot go for goal setting without knowing that thing. So goal setting is a purposeful and explicit process. It's a purposeful and explicit process. And when it starts with identifying the new object, new skill, new project you want to achieve. For example, you desire to buy a new car. That is the new thing you want to achieve, So here you will start with goal setting. You will be setting on your goals, like how I'm going to achieve that. What is the process I'm going to follow? How I am going to reach close to the achievement, to fulfilling or accomplishing that objective. So that is known as goal setting. Setting goals keeps you moving, increase your happiness, and significantly benefit your organization. If you are setting goals for the organization, that is going to keep you motivated, that is going to keep you inspired, that is going to make you move continuously in the forward direction, ultimately benefiting your organization, giving good results, producing good results for your organization. When you set goals, you create a vision of what your life or your business could look like. When you set goals, you're creating a vision. You are seeing a far vision that once the goal setting is done, once I achieve my goals, once I reach close to my goals, how my business is going to look like. For example, when you decide on financial change to save more money and then get set a certain amount to save each month, that is example of goal setting. Your goal here is just understand the example. The example looks very simple. The goal here is to save more money. That is what I have written in my goals, that I want to achieve this goal of saving more money. Now, how I'm going to save more money? I need to think some way. So I have said that every month I'm going to save 15% of my salary. So that is the example of goal setting. Now I'm setting my goal, that how I am going to achieve my goal. What is the process I am following? So that is what is known as goal setting. Process of goal setting. What do you think? What is the process of goal setting? What all steps will be involved in goal setting if we talk about process? First things is, think about the results you want to see. You have to think what you want to achieve. Goal. A person should have a target in front of him, on which target is going to put the arrow. So think about the results you want to see. You need to think about the result, like what should be the end result. For example, in the previous example, we have seen the result which we want is we want to save some money. So here you need to think about the result, what you want to achieve. That is the first step of goal setting process. Before you set a goal, take a closer look at what you are trying to achieve and ask yourself the following question. You need to ask yourself some of the questions, that what exactly you want, what exactly your result is, where do you see yourself, what results you want once you achieve that goal. So before you set a goal, take a closer look to what you are trying to achieve. Look closely, analyze that thing, that what exactly you want to achieve, what you are trying to achieve, and ask yourself these questions. Is this goal something you truly want? So whatever goal you are setting, is that something you truly want? Is it something for which you are working? Is that something which you want to achieve, which you want to accomplish? Is it something which is going to keep you motivated? Ask yourself this question. Is this goal something you truly want? I truly want. First question. Second is it important enough to pour hours of time and effort into it? Now, when you have decided that yes, you truly want to achieve this, then you have to check, is it important enough to pour? Should I invest my time, my hours, my effort in achieving that thing? Should I invest or not? So again, it is important enough to pour hours of time and work into it or not. If you create a long list of goals to pursue all at the same time, you may have a difficult time achieving any one of them. Now, when you get the answer to this question, next you have to check that on how many goals you are working together. For example, you have decided 10 different goals. You have set 10 different goals for yourself. Now, is it really practically possible to achieve all those 10 different goals all together? Can you achieve all those different goals all together? No. Goals should be set. I'm not saying that there should be only one goal, but you need to decide on the priority, that which goal is the topmost priority, which goal you should achieve first. Now, if I asked about list of goals, like what are the different types of goals which you can set for yourself? So let's just quickly chop down the list, write down the list of goals which you can set for yourself. And then we will have a close look, like, is it practically possible to achieve all those goals all together? Okay, let's see. If I ask you about the goals which you have to set, so one goal can be improve your okay, sorry. One goal can be improve your growth mindset. That can be one of your goal. Next goal can be learn something new, a new skill maybe. That can be your goal. Start a good, healthy habit like exercising, jogging, yoga, meditation. Learn from your past failures. It can be another goal. Then avoid negativity from your life. That can be one of your goals. Then building your career. Along with that, exploring the world. Can you go for two different things? Like, for example, let's say you want to build your career as an entrepreneur. You want to be an entrepreneur. Can you achieve both these goals in one go altogether? No, you cannot achieve those goals altogether. Building your career, exploring the world, then securing your future, then securing your future, and last thing which we can add is improving your financial management. Now, when we have so many different lists of goals, do you think working on all those goals all together, is it possible to achieve that? No. You should always select one goal, start working on that. When that becomes your habit, when you think that yes, you have achieved that thing in life, then move your focus to the next goal rather than going to all the goals, trying to achieve all the goals all together, ultimately will result in giving you zero results. You cannot achieve all different 3, 4, 5 types of goal in one go. Yes, if we talk about small goals like learning new skills, then developing a good habit, eating healthy food, doing jogging and exercise, and start all together. But buying a house, having a secured financial, having a good financial management, exploring the world, buying a house, and building your establishing your own entrepreneur. All these things cannot be achieved all together. Here you will have to select one thing. You'll have to start working on that. Once you are closer to achieving that goal, then you have to move to your next goal. That's why we say always prioritize your goals, like which things are more important. So if you create a long list of goals to pursue all at the same time, you may have a difficult time achieving any one of them. Use a question about to determine which goal matters the most to you right now, and then focus on those two goals. Select the goals which can be achieved all together and which are of utmost importance, which should be your priority. Start working on those goals. Second, first think about the result, what you want to achieve. Next, create smart goals. What are smart goals? What are smart goals? Once you have zeroed in on what you actually want. Ensure your goals meet the SMART criteria. Now, SMART criteria means specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Your goals should be specific. Specific, and as in what kind of specific goal you can set. What is the meaning of specific? If we talk about that goal should be very much specific, then can be the goal, specific goal, as in if I say one line that I want to reduce 20 kg of weight, that is my goal. It's not a specific goal. If I say I want to reduce 4 kg weight every month, that makes it specific. Specifically, I'm saying that within this time, I want to reduce my 4 kg weight, and in next, when I'm saying 20 kg in next 5 months, I'll be in a state to reduce my 20 kg weight. So the more detail oriented your target, your goal is, the better are the chances for realizing once you hit it. The better are the chances that you will be able to check how much you have achieved. Second, make your goals measurable. At least at some point of time, you should measure that how much you have actually achieved. If your goal is measurable, there will be at any point along that way, and that is very important to measure your progress. Third point says attainable. Working towards your goal can either lead to satisfaction, which will motivate you, which will push you to work hard to deliver more efficiency, or it will lead to frustration if you do not see any progress in your goal, which can even make you want to quit that goal. So make sure you are measuring your goal from time to time. You are setting specific goal so that you don't reach at a stage where you are demotivated, where you are not satisfied, where you are frustrated with your goal and you quit in between. That's why we say whenever you are setting the goal, make sure it is SMART goal, which is specific, measurable, attainable, which easily you can attain. After taking all factors into consideration, ask yourself how realistic it is to attain your goal. This will help you to determine whether it is achievable or not. Realistic. It is important that your goals are going to matter to you a lot, or else you will be quick to just move out of that, just throw that goal out of your life. So make sure it is relevant. If your goal is relevant, you will answer yes to the questions like, is you working towards the goal? Have you achieved something? Where you have reached? How far you are from your goal? Is it now the right time to accomplish my goal? Will achieving this goal makes me move towards my ultimate vision, towards my ultimate big goal? Ask yourself those questions. If the answer comes out to be yes, then yes, your goals are realistic. They are not the imaginary goals. And last is time bound. Your SMART goals need a deadline so you stay focused and prevent procrastination. You don't delay on the thing, you give your best, you use all your efforts to achieve those goals within time. So make sure a SMART goal is one which is always having a deadline, which is always time bound. Setting a goal like I want to reduce my weight, I want to reduce 20 kg of weight. Now by when? Next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you won't be very much conscious about doing that. But if you put a deadline that in next 5 months, I want to reduce my weight to 10, 20 kg, every month, I'm going to reduce my weight by 4 kg. That makes it specific, makes it measurable, makes it attainable, makes it realistic and time bound. Losing 4 kg in a month is not a big deal. So that is, it is realistic. It is attainable easily. You are telling the specific kg which you want to lose, that makes it specific. And when you will see you have lost 4 kg, so you can measure your growth that yes, now only 16 kgs are left. For example, many people get goals to lose weight, but they don't always decide how much weight they want to lose, when they want to accomplish this goal. This is not a specific goal, and it is not even a smart goal. It is a generalized statement that I want to lose my weight. Every person, this cannot be a goal. Every person who thinks that he or she has gained a lot of weight, they keep on saying, I want to lose the weight, I want to lose the weight is not getting reduced, my goal is to lose the weight. But what steps they have taken? Have they set any smart goals towards reducing the weight? No. A generalized statement cannot make you achieve any goal in your life. Write your goals down. When you write your goals down, they become real and tangible instead of a vague idea which stays in your mind. Saying I want to lose my weight is a vague idea. It is not something which you really want to achieve in your life. When you write down something, when you see something in front of you that makes it more specific, that makes it more real and tangible, and it makes you move closer to achieve that goal. It makes you stay motivated, stay focused to your goals. So make sure you write down your goals. Only saying that I want to do this, I want to do that, that is my goal, this is my goal, that's my long-term goal to start my enterprise. What you are doing, if you write it, every time whenever you'll see, you will start planning out that thing, and that is going to make your goal real and tangible. Otherwise, the goals which you are speaking makes your idea, your goal, just a vague idea which you speak and you forget. Put personal goals near your mirror or wardrobe. Whatever goals you have set, whatever are your personal goals, make sure you are putting those goals somewhere where you can see them regularly and you can think that, yes, I have to move closer to achieve that goal. If you write it in a notebook and you just close it and put it somewhere, that is not going to give you the result until and unless that is not in front of you, that is not in your wardrobe. So make sure your personal goals are kept in such a place, like it can be on your study table, it can be on the wall that you see, it can be next to your mirror, it can be stick on your wardrobe, wherever you are seeing regularly, wherever you see, at least you look that thing at least twice or thrice a day. Put your goals there. Put team goals up on the wall next to everyone's desk and include company's goal in the internal presentation. Now, if you are working in a team, see, goals are not just which are set for the personal level. There are also team goals, organizational goal for which we are working. So whenever you set a team goal, make sure you are putting a printout of that goal on everyone's desk so that whenever they see, they get motivated to achieve that goal. And if you have some organizational goal, the company's goal, make sure you are including those goals in your presentation every time whenever you are presenting. This is going to keep your employees updated about the goals which the organization has to achieve. Telling once the goals which the organization wants to achieve, and then never reminding them, never acknowledging that thing again, will lose the interest of the people in the organizational goal. So from time to time it becomes very important for you to tell people what are the organizational goal, what organization wants to accomplish, and how we as the employee of the company can support the organization in achieving those goals. This tactic reminds you to keep working on your goal daily. So with this, you'll be working on your goal. Maybe if you get half an hour in a day, that half an hour, that 30 minutes also you are going to invest in working towards your goal, moving close towards your goal. Next is create and plan of action. Now, what is a plan of action? Create a plan of action to determine. You need to create like what you want to achieve. Include the overall goal you're trying to meet and the steps. Now, include the overall goal, like what you are trying to meet. Yes, include the overall goals you are trying to meet and these steps also. Make a proper plan that this is the overall goal which I'm trying to achieve. I have divided this long-term goal into these all short-term goals, and I'm trying to achieve that. And what are the steps which I'll be following to achieve that overall goal? Be creative with your action plan. You need to be very creative when it comes to your action plan. It should be such on which you can stick to that plan. It should be realistic. It should not be something very imaginary that when you start working on your action plan, you are never able to meet the target, meet the deadlines, or to give your best result. Make sure your action plan includes all the smallest thing and the biggest thing which should be considered while making your plan of action to achieve that goal. What are the possible problems you might, obstacles you might face when you are trying to achieve that goal? What are the possible solution you can bring to achieve that goal? So you need to be ready with all the things. We always think in a positive direction. That's what how we work. But there are always the possibilities that you might not get what you are thinking. That's most of the time what we think we don't achieve. So make sure you're considering all the positives and negatives and then creating your action plan. For example, creating an action plan this way activates a different part of your brain and cements the goal in your mind. When you're creating an action plan, you be very strict, very uh, confident about achieving that goal and moving in that specific direction. You try your best to achieve that because this action plan has activated your brain where only this goal is stuck. It's stuck. It's not coming out of your mind, and it will not come out of your mind until and unless you don't achieve that thing. So make sure you create a plan of action to achieve your goal. Next is create a timeline. What is a timeline? What timeline we can create? As we have learned in SMART goals, every goal need to have a dedicated and a specific timeline which makes it achievable. As a part of your action plan, use a timeline maker to help visualize roles, tasks, milestones, and deadlines. So you need to use your timelines to visualize the role, visualize the tasks, visualize the milestone that after this time where I'm going to be, what I'm going to achieve after 2 months, where I see myself after 2 months. So make sure you're visualizing the things and you are giving the definite timeline to all your action plans. Once you set those dates, try to stick to them as closely as possible. Now, these dates are not just to not just to fill the space of timeline. Okay, it is something which you really need to meet. These are the specific and the strict deadlines which you have to follow. You have to stick by those deadlines. You have to achieve the things. When you have written a specific deadline, make sure you achieve the target and you get the desired result. A timeline creates a sense of urgency, which in turn motivates you to stay on schedule and finish your goal. Whenever we see a deadline in front of us, that this is the deadline, by this time we have to achieve this, it creates a sense of urgency in our life, and we try our best. We do our best to meet those deadlines. Those deadlines act as a motivation to make you stay on your schedule and finish your goal, accomplish your goal on time. So create a timeline. Take action. Now that you have planned everything out, it's the time to take the action. Now we have invested so much of time in planning, writing everything, setting the goals. So now it's the time for you to take the action, to bring that plan into action, because that was not on the papers for which we were doing so much of effort. It is for the results for which we are working. We want to get those results. Every step that you take should lead to another until you finish your goal. Every step you are taking should take you close to that goal, to take you close to the accomplishment of that goal. So make sure whatever steps you have written, whatever plan you have made, you remain stuck. You remain stick to those plans and accomplish and get the desired results. Last thing, the last step in the process of goal setting is reevaluate and assess your progress. Now, when you have put that into action, you need to reevaluate, right? You need to evaluate, you need to check your progress. So you need to keep your motivation strong to complete your goal. First thing is your motivation should be very strong. And that's why we say that whatever goals you are setting, that are specific, realistic, and achievable. So you need to keep yourself motivated. You need to keep your motivation strong to complete your goal. Consider scheduling a weekly evaluation. Make sure every week you are evaluating your performance. You are checking where you stand. Are you meeting your timelines? Are you working as per the action plan you have created? So you cannot say that, okay, the timeline is after 2 months, so I'll be evaluating after 2 months only. No, make it your habit that whenever you are working for something, whenever you are trying to achieve something, you are regularly evaluating that thing. You are regularly checking that thing. Every week you are checking the progress, you're checking where you stand, how close you have reached to your goals. Are you meeting your deadlines? Are you working as per the plan you have created? Third, once you see how close the finish line is, you'll feel more motivated. There is one more reason to evaluate. First reason is to check whether you are meeting the deadline or not. And second reason is, if you check that yes, you have achieved, that yes, you have reached close to your finish line, you will feel more motivated and you will work with double efficiency to accomplish that goal. If you are a little behind schedule, make necessary adjustment and keep on going. So if you think that you are lagging somewhere, it's okay. Make necessary changes, make necessary adjustment, and keep on moving towards achieving your goals. That's why we say reevaluate and assess your progress, so that if required, you can make those necessary changes, those necessary adjustments to achieve your goals. So this was the last process in the process of last step in the process of communication. With this, we have completed in the process of goal setting. With this, we have completed all 7 steps in the process of goal setting. So here, what we have understood, it is very important to be specific with the goal, what you want to achieve. A very good and time bound plan of action should be there. You need to bring that into action and you need to evaluate that. So, whatever time plan, whatever time bond you have mentioned to achieve the goal, those time bond need not to justify, need not to be accurate every time, because those you have written as per your understanding, maybe your past record, maybe checking the past progress. That's how you have written. But now situation might have changed, so it's important for you to reevaluate, access your progress. If you think that you are little behind the schedule, make the changes and keep on moving. Don't stop by just lagging behind a bit. So with this, we have completed the process of the process of goal setting. Now in the next session, we'll be discussing about the piece of goal setting. What do you think? What are the different P's? It can be priority, purpose, passion, positive, personal, and possible. So these are the few P's which we are going to discuss, and these are very important in the process of goal setting. Whenever we set the goal, we need to consider all these things while making our action plan. With this, we have finished with the process of goal setting. Any doubts related to the process of goal setting? Okay, if you don't have any doubt, we are just good to wind up the session. So have a good day. Bye bye. Take care. Have a